Well, it was a series of flock cameras that helped local police departments to track down and arrest a teenager within minutes of a suspected murder.
Our Harry Boomer is in Lorain County following a news conference there on how useful this flock technology can be in catching this young person suspected, Harry, of killing a family member.
That's right, guys. There is no doubt that the flock cameras controversy is a big thing all over the country. Equally, there is no doubt that in this case, the system was extremely important in catching a suspected killer. 67-year-old Robert Lewis lived in this house on G Street in Lorain. Saturday morning, police say he was killed here by his grandson, shot in his head. A gun was recovered at the scene.
He said, "I expected to be caught, but I didn't expect to be caught so soon or so quickly."
Lewis was shot while he was still in bed.
So I heard the shot about 6 o'clock in the morning, you know, and next thing I know, all the police and ambulance was out here, and tragic, yeah. It was shocking, and so close to my house.
Police say the 16-year-old left the house in his uncle's car. He drove it through several jurisdictions, being tracked on the controversial flock camera system.
When you have a 16-year-old person driving a car after having just committed what we believed was a homicide, it was important to get that gentleman in custody and to be able to bring some safety to the public. Do I think that he would have been caught? Probably. Do I think that he would have been caught in under a half an hour? Probably not.
The juvenile was staying in the house with his grandfather while his parents were away for a few days. Right now, police say he hasn't offered any reasons for his actions.
But the use of this technology was extremely pivotal in being able to not only solve this case, but to do it in such a timely fashion, to do it before anyone else could be hurt.
The juvenile was stopped on I-480 in North Olmsted, arrested without incident. He's currently in the Lorain County Detention Center. He's been charged with murder and other charges. In the Lorain Police Department, Harry Boomer, 19 News.